I would like to discuss something important for Hindus, and that is addressing what Pitri Paksh is. Growing up in the Caribbean, South America, rather in Guyana, we were told many stories about Pitri Paksh. That when Pitri Paksh occurs, we have to stay away from certain activities, and then you cannot walk, you cannot do certain things, you cannot walk late, rather do certain activities in your life. Some of them mean something, and some of them needs a lot of explanation. In 2019, September 14th to September 28th, we are observing Pitri Paksh. What is Pitri Paksh? Pitri Paksh is a 2-week period, a fortnight period that is dedicated to the ancestors, to people who have passed on, people who have gone on to the other worlds. And it is a time which affords us the opportunity to make some sort of a contribution, although they are not here in their name. As a Hindu, we practice our dharma in a very unique way. And that is, we show gratitude to people who are alive. We show gratitude to those who are gone. We show gratitude to the environment. We show gratitude to the trees, to all forms of life. We also have the ability to show gratitude to those who have passed on. You see, gratitude or giving is not only limited to a particular creature, or it's not limited to the living or the dead. In the auspicious period of Pitri Paksh, I say auspicious because we have allocated our dharma, our dharmic practices, have allocated this 2 period just for the Pitris. What happens during this period? There are rituals that are performed, written in the books, how it should be done. There's Tarpana, there's Pindadan, there's Shraddh ceremonies. There is the giving of charity, offering of grains, feeding of the poor, clothing given to those who are in need. Many things done in the name of our ancestors. And they are these rituals, they are very special. They mean so much. They are just not created by human beings. They were written before the beginning of time. And so they have great significance in our life, and of course, for those who have passed on as well. But what I think we lack some understanding of is that these practices do not only help those who have gone. These practices help us to realize that in the process of offering for those who have gone, or in the process of showing gratitude in the name of those who have gone, we discover something new about ourselves. You see, friends, giving, dan, feeding, cooking, giving things to other people, clothing, it really awakens a sense of identity, a new identity inside of all of us that we did not know that we have. For those of you who have never been involved in any charitable acts, what happens in the process of charity? When you give, you become a lighter person. Naturally, if I take the shawl off, or I take the baggage off my shoulders, I become a lighter person. I become a person fetching less baggage in my life. Charity allows us to free ourselves from the burdens of life. Charity, when we cook for someone or give someone a gift, clothing, who needs it? Not those who already have, but who needs it? Perhaps a temple, a church, a senior's home. You give someone something who needs it. It gives a certain sense of relief in the self. It creates a new identity, or it allows you to discover the true self inside of you. Shraddh is the process of, yes, giving thanks to those who have gone, but discovering who really you are in the process of living. Now, there are some misconceptions about Shraddh that during Pitri Paksh one cannot pray, and old times there were these things where people would not visit their altar, they would not go to temples. Please understand, it is not about that. In fact, it is a time for more prayers. It is a time for visiting the temples. It is a time for Katha. In India, Bhagavad Mahapuran Katha is done because Bhagavad Mahapuran is considered Moksha Dwar or Mukti Dwar. And this month or this time is considered a time when we are really reading Katha or listening Katha for the freedom of our ancestors. So it is not like religious things or practices are not done, they are done. But we tone down our lives. That is, we ask that we refrain from going to certain places, eating certain foods, because we give, of course, the important aspect of our life. We give prominence to the ancestors. We give reverence to this holy month of Pitri Paksh, this holy fortnight rather of Pitri Paksh. You can still pray, you can still throw your dhar, you can still live life, but we tone life down to honor this very beautiful period called Pitri Paksh. In the process of Shraddh, there are many things that are done. We have the offering of Tilanjali, water mixed with black till. We have Tarpanam, where honey is mixed with, milk is mixed with honey and sugar and so on and given to the ancestors. These things teach us a valuable lesson. You see, I've always shared so many beautiful stories with you. And one of the things I like to share from my experience is being a priest over many years. I've managed to change the way a lot of things are done. A lot of people believe that, or many of us rather take life for granted. The person beside you right now, sometimes we take life for granted with them. We think that, they're here, they're going to be here tomorrow. They may suffer a little bit, that's part of life. And we move on. And we believe that when someone dies, you get some slippers, umbrellas, blankets, torchlight, whatever, some grains and whole cow or something, and you make an offering into their name that their soul will go to heaven, cross the oceans and so on. I want to tell you that such belief systems are destroying our society. If you think that giving a little bit of gifts at the time of death will free the soul from its burden, then we are really living in backward time. Friends, it does not make sense at all. When a person's alive, these things you've heard it so many times. When a person's alive, give them a slippers, buy a shoe for them. If someone is cold, give them a blanket. If you're walking one day and it's raining, you have an umbrella, allow someone to share your umbrella with you. Because when they're dead, they can never benefit from any of those things at all. There's a process where the soul goes through different regions and so, but karmic deeds is all that matters when that time comes. The physical offering of something, my friends, does not change the course or the destiny of that soul. Now what happens? Yes, giving dan in their name helps you. Giving charity in their name helps you to deal with some guilt, to deal with life, to become a better person. It works phenomenally in our lives. But do not ever feel that it will purify your ancestor's soul or it will take them to heaven. Pitri Paksh is not about that. Pitri Paksh is a very sacred time. It's a very pure period of the year where we embrace the memories of our ancestors. My friends, I do not believe, and I will never subscribe to this. When we are alive, my friends, and you offer bitter words to people, what is the purpose of offering them honey when they're dead? If you're alive and you have never nourished someone with milk, what in the world will happen with that milk when you offer when they're dead? What does the song say? Kabhi pyase ko pani pilaya nahi, baad amrit pilane se kya fayda? Kabhi girte hue to uthaya nahi, baad aasu bahane se kya fayda? When someone was thirsty, we never offer them water, yet we offer them honey when they're dead. When someone was falling, we never give them a helping hand. When they die, we cry for them. These things, my friends, we say them so much every day, but we do not live by them. I want to urge all of you that in the period of Pitri Paksh, as much as you pray for your ancestors, May you discover the self inside of you. The self inside of you is a giving self. It is a beautiful self. The self inside of you, the true identity of a person, is to be giving. We feel better when we give. We do better when we give. And we become a better person when we give. I hope and pray that all of you stay blessed. And it is my wish and blessing to all of you that you will evolve from the level of life of a human being and just be divine every day. Namaste.